Morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. Welcome out to the patio. Gonna be pretty warm today. It's absolutely gorgeous. The sun is booming. If you can see on the bricks behind me, it's not overly hot yet, so I thought I'd have a pipe. Grab the Peterson 307. These used to be one of my favorites, and now I just can't get them to not smoke wet. I'm just falling out of love with bent pipes, I guess, and becoming more and more a fan of straight pipes as the dogs are barking in the house. I love the look of the bent pipe. Love how it says. Love how it looks. But it smokes a little wet. In it, some Sun Bear, Cornell and Deal, the special batch they released last year. It's got almost a year on it now, and it has matured a little bit. It's really good. Squirreled away some tins. I know they're going to come out with it again this year, but you know, it's nice to have a year on it now. Dunkin' Donuts, coffee, freshly brewed. Thought I'd just do a Saturday morning pipe and chat. Got a busy day planned. Have to work on my final paper for my MBA. The boy's here. He's doing his work with his laptop, and we're gonna go here after I finish this bowl and grab some steaks, and we're gonna do them up on a big green egg. I'm out on my special rub, my Uncle John's rub. It's a coffee rub, so I'm gonna attempt to make a coffee rub today. Coffee rub steaks are just next level, man. If you haven't tried them, highly recommend you do. They're fantastic. We'll probably do some fillets. Harris Teeter sells some really nice fillets. I miss our butcher shop, T&T Meats. Miss them in Georgia. They had fantastic steaks. Harris Teeter's pretty good though. Nothing to sneeze at. Freshly cut. They got a butcher. Have really good rib eyes, really good fillets. So let the boy pick out what he wants, and me and Mrs. Buckeye, we go with the old standby fillet. Both are fantastic. Both are fantastic. When Brian was here last week, my friend, good buddy from Ohio, we cooked up some fillets, and I bought a ribeye just to cut up and just to taste it, and man, it was good too. So can't go wrong either way. But yeah, so that's what's going on here in this neck of the woods. Have some work to do. I'll be locked up in the office today, just typing away. So getting that final paper done. I did get an extension on it if I needed it, because work has been hell on earth this last week, just busy. So I hadn't had a chance to really work on it during the week, because by the time I get home, I'm a zombie. So due to the rioting, the protesting, the COVID-19 and everything, the professor did extend the deadline a lot, because all of us are working full time. All of us are professionals, vice presidents, things of that nature. So you know, it's a full-time gig. It's great to be at a school that understands that, give you a little bit of leeway. I just want to finish this with an A. Got all A's going, so knock out this last assignment, and then I have one small, easy assignment next week, a little bit of reading, and then a week off between class. We'll be at the camper, without question, all week. The week leading up to the 4th of July and the 4th of July weekend. Should be fantastic. Looking forward to that. Me and Mrs. Buckeye need to just get away. So, Piper news. The little dog I showed you that got hit by a car, our little Piper, she will have to have that hip surgery. It's still not in place, so they're gonna have to go in and basically cut off the top of the head of the hip, and then we'll have to keep her pretty much relaxed and doing nothing for 6-8 weeks to let the muscles and the tendons really regrow. And this is only possible for small dogs and cats because of the weight. Bigger dogs have to get the plate and all that, but she won't have to do that. So, but keeping her quiet after she just become assimilated into the pack and is really getting along with the other dogs is going to be a challenge. So we'll have to keep her doped up and keep her in her crate. And she'll have to not be a dog for 2 months, but not being a dog for 2 months to give her the rest of her life, because she's only 3, so she's got another 10, 12, 14 years to live, to get her pain-free so she can live the rest of her life is more than worth it. So we're going to do that for her. So keeping her quiet sucks. And I hate to see her not be able to be a dog. But again, 2 month sacrifice for a 12, 14 year gain. It's going to be worth it for her. So you keep it up with current events. And I try not to get too, I don't get political on here too often. And, I try to stay pretty neutral. And, not to not offend people, I just don't need the drama, because nobody in this society can debate anymore without name calling, finger pointing, and everything else. So, and that's a shame. It truly is a shame. But some interesting news coming out today. One of them is factual. The other one I don't think is factual, but would be interesting if it was. So let me start with the interesting one first. There's a lot of rumors right now going around Twitter and Facebook and different social media outlets that the Hells Angels and the Mongols have united, and they are riding to Seattle to overthrow that little Antifa Chaz deal they got going on. I don't think that's true. Part of me wishes that was true, because those guys, I mean, those are the dudes, it's just the dudes you don't F with, right? You just don't mess with those guys. And those guys have been in a bloody, bloody war for 20, 30 years, going back into the 90s for sure. And it's exploded out onto the streets. And you talk about two groups that hate each other. Those groups do. And they fought and feuded and warred, and they both have very passionate, rich traditions in their clubs. And they both have clubs that strongly believe that they're right and their values and everything else, and they've been at it for a while. So if they unite, man, look at that. That would be two groups that really, really dislike each other coming together for the common good. Be interesting to see. Again, I don't think it's true. I think it's speculation. I think it's wish list for people, and they're just starting a rumor to see if they could stir the pot. But man, that would be interesting. I would not want to be the Antifa folks if that is true, because those boys are they're the baddest of the bad for a reason, and they don't mess around, man. So, I've dabbled a little bit in the history of both clubs and read a lot about them and watched a lot about them, and again, passionate about what they believe in and what they do, and very, very, very violent if needed to be, and have been for the years. Hell, you go back to the Hells Angels and the deal at Altamont with the concert there when they were hired. I think the Stones hired them, or maybe the promoter hired them to be security for that concert at Altamont that had the Dead, Stones. I think Janis Joplin might have been there, Jefferson Airplane. I mean, all the big names. It was a huge concert. That turned ugly, really ugly. So, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'm not advocating that. I'm not. I just think it would be interesting if that is true, to see what happens. The other news I read this morning, and this is factual, is the Minneapolis City Council has voted to basically defund, unauthorized, do away with police force in lieu of a community-led group. You see me? Look at, really? A community-led group. So here we go. This will be a great social experiment, and it'd be interesting if the Minneapolis police just step back and say, all right, you got it. Here you go. It's yours. City's yours. See what happens. See what happens. I think it would be very, very bad and most ugly for everybody involved. Down to the bottom of the bowl. Bummer. Try to get this last little bit smoked. But be interesting to see if that is the case. It is the case. They did vote that way. I don't know if they're going to get it through or not. But I guess we'll see. reforms are needed. I don't know if that's the reform that they're looking for. I just, I don't know how that'll work out, man. You might as well put a sign up on the city limits that says no police force, criminals welcome. That's what's going to happen. I'd hate to be a business owner in Minneapolis. Not defending the police, not defending what that Derek Chauvin did. Dude needs to go away for the rest of his life. That was cold-blooded murder. I'd prosecute everybody that watched it too, even the civilians that stood there and filmed it. Didn't do nothing to help. I gotta believe in that situation I'm knocking that cop off of that guy. Yeah, I'll probably go to jail for that, but he wouldn't be dead. And I can live with that. I'm not a violent dude unless you push me into a corner and make me be one, but in a situation where I see a human life being taken, you've got to act, right? I mean, I like to believe I would. But anyhow, Sun Bear's good. Beautiful day, beautiful day. So it's nice having the boy here, even though I'll be tied up working a lot of this weekend. We'll get him for a couple days. We'll do some grilling out, and talking about life and different experiences. And he's close. Maybe we can get him next weekend too. He's working some hellaciously long hours, like I said in my video yesterday. So welcome to management, my boy. It'll do it, especially change management like he's doing. An operation that really is in desperate need of serious change. You've got to build your hours. Can't seem to keep this bad boy that. Anyhow, I owe some boxes. Got some boxes going out. Kurt, I haven't forgot you, brother. It's just been hell on earth here the last 2 weeks. Have the boxes. I'm packing you up some stuff. I promised you some stuff. It's coming your way, brother. I'll throw in a few of the little extras for your patience. Appreciate you, man. I have another box I want to get out. I think I'm going to have to get my assault rifle out today. And Eric Rana, Road King Piper, bought one of these things and turned me on to it. So don't get all twisted. It's not an assault rifle. Actually, there's no such thing as an assault rifle. But this is a salt rifle. So basically, it's a big plastic rifle that you put table salt in it and you shoot bugs with it. We got some wasps and hornets and stuff around, and man, it just cuts them in half. And we try to keep those eliminated because we've got hummingbirds and wasps and hummingbirds. As I talk about it, there's the son of a buck now. Oh, it's on, brother. Let me go get my pistol here in a minute, my assault rifle, and we'll cut you in half, my friend. Yes, bugs' lives matter. I get that. I'm not opposed to that, but that bug, hornets, wasps, they're just buttholes. They add no social value. Don't shoot the bees. Don't shoot the bumblebees or the honeybees. Please don't do that. But the wasps and things that are just buttholes, oh yeah, they gotta go. They gotta go. They have no social redeeming value. And they scare away our hummingbirds. That pipe's cached. Bummer. Anyhow, folks, nice rant, nice talking to you. Hadn't done videos in a while. We were camping last week and camping with some of the youth of America. So I'm gonna have to do a video on that and just it was different. It was different. Kids of the 2010s and 2020s are just different than kids of the 80s. And I know as a kid of the 80s, my grandparents and parents and said all that same crap. Your kids are spoiled and you're just different. But it's a lot different now, man. We camped all week and they did fish a little and do some stuff like that. But man, in the 80s with a camper like that, I'd have been out all day fishing, swimming. And they were for the most part. They did a good job. But You know, prying that PlayStation out of their cold dead hands sometimes it's a challenge, man. It's a challenge. But what do? It's a different age. Different age. So that's the game plan. Paper, steaks, relaxing, and enjoying the beautiful day that the Lord has given us. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. Wish we would have went to the camper this weekend, but this paper's too big. I got to get it done. It's 7 pages, but I'll kill it. I can do 7 pages on my head usually, so it's not a big deal. Just I want to put the time and effort in it and not turn in a half-ass assignment. It just drives me crazy. If I'm going to do something, I want to do it and not turn in something half-ass. But that's the rant around here. Kept you a long time. If you watched all this, man, I appreciate you. I know the average view, I think my average view is about 3 minutes, 3:30. So that's why I do my 3-minute cigar reviews and things like that, because it's quick and succinct and to the point and over, and people watch it. But for those that enjoy the rant, and I have some that do, and I correspond with and text with, and you know, it's good. I'll leave you with this tip of the day. This didn't happen to me personally, but I got a good chuckle out of this, and I won't share the details. When you're texting folks, and you got multiple texts going at the same time, take time and really read who you're replying to before you hit send. That's Buckeye's tip for the day. Y'all be well. Take care of yourselves. Wishing y'all the blessings in the world. Stay safe out there. Wash your damn hands. We'll see you next time. Have a great day, everybody.